Jai Saparikashi Shri Guru Gaur Chandraju Ki Jai. Jai Shri Giriraj Govardhanju Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Paripurjakacharya Astajar Shri Sriman Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Paripurjakacharya Astajar Shri Sriman Srila Bhakti Raka Sri Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. I don't think they'll be able to hear me in the kitchen. They can't?
Yes, because if you put it here, your voice is going that way.
Oh.
But if you put it here, it's catching the voice here.
Okay. Haribol. Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda.
Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Jai
Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Ki Jai. Srila Om Vishnupada Si Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Haribol. We're reading the 5th chapter. Now we're coming to the first text. The glories of Lord Nityananda Balaram. Haribol. Vande Nat Tad Bhutai Svaryang Shri Nityananda Ishwaram Yasye Chaya Tat Swarupam Agye Napi Nirupyate. Let me offer my obeisances to Lord Sri Nityananda, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whose opulence is wonderful and unlimited. By his will, even a fool can understand his identity. If it is his will, then even a fool can understand him. Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All glories to Lord Nityananda. All glories to Sri Advaita Acharya. And all glories to all the devotees of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Eshat shloke kahila Krishna Chaitanya Mahima Pancha shloke kahi Nityananda Tattva Sima. I've described the glory of Sri Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya in 6 verses. Now in 5 verses I shall describe the glory of Lord Nityananda. Sarva Avatari Krishna Swayam Bhagavan Tahara Dvitiya Deha Shri Balaram. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, is the fountainhead of all incarnations. Lord Balaram is his second body, his own form, second form. Lord Sri Krishna, the Absolute Personality of Godhead, is the primeval Lord, the original form of Godhead, and his first expansion is Sri Balaram. The personality of Godhead can expand himself in innumerable forms. The forms that have unlimited potency are called svangsa, and the forms that have limited potencies, the living entities, are called vibhinangsha. So did you catch those 2 words? Svangsha means the Lord, or expansions of the Lord, with unlimited potency. And vibhinangsha is us. We're also living. We're also spirit, but we are very small. Aka iswarupa donhe binna matra kai, ajakaya vyuha Krishna Lila rasahai. Those 2 are one and the same identity. They differ only in form, meaning Lord Balaram and Mahaprabhu. Or Lord Balaram and Krishna, in other words. Lord Balaram is the first bodily expansion of Krishna, and he assists the Lord's transcendental pastimes. Balaram is a svangsha expansion of the Lord, and therefore there is no difference in potency between Krishna and Balaram. The only difference is in their bodily structure. As the first expansion of Godhead, Balaram is the chief deity among the first quadruple forms, which are Balaram, Krishna, Vasudeva, Aniruddha and Pradyumna. And he is the foremost assistant of Sri Krishna in his transcendental pastimes. Say Krishna Davadvipe Sri Chaitanya Chandra, say Balarama Shange Sri Nityananda. That original Lord Krishna appeared in Navadvip as Lord Chaitanya, and Balaram appeared with him as Lord Nityananda. Shankarshana Karana Toya Sai Garbhodashai Cha Prayodishai Sheshaschit Yasyangsha Kala Sanitya Nandakya Rama Sharanam Mamatsu. May Sri Nityananda Ram be the object of my constant remembrance. Shankarshan, Sheshanag, and the Vishnus who lie on the Karana ocean, Garbho ocean, and the ocean of milk are his plenary portions and the portions of his plenary portions. Portions mean, so there's a expansion, a portion means not full, but an expansion, partial, you could say partial, but non-different at the same time. It is himself. Sri Swarup Damodar Goswami has recorded this verse in his diary to offer his respectful obeisances to Lord Nityananda Prabhu. This verse also appears in the 7th of the first 14 verses of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. So going back now again to the first chapter, we've read the full expansion in 4 chapters of the first 6 verses describing the glories of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And now the 7th of those first verses of the Chaitanya Charitamrita is this one, glorifying Nityananda Prabhu. Shri Balaram Gosai Mula Shankarshana Pancharupa Dari Karena Krishnera Sevana. Lord Balaram is the original Shankarshan. He assumes 5 other forms to serve Lord Krishna. Apane Karena Krishna Lila Rasahaya Shristi Lila Karya Kare Dari Chari Kaya. He himself helps in the pastimes of Lord Krishna, and he does the work of creation in 4 other forms. So that is Mahavishnu, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, and Anantashesha. Shristi Adhikara Seva Tara Agyara Palana Shesha Rupe Kare Krishnara Vivida Sevana. He executes the orders of Lord Krishna in the work of creation and in the form of Lord Shesha. He serves Krishna in various ways. Are you following this? Okay, good. According to expert opinion, Balaram, as the chief of the original quadruple forms, is also the original Shankarshan. Balaram, the first expansion of Krishna, expands himself in 5 forms: Mahashankarshan, Karanabdishai, Garbhodakshai, and Kshirodakshai, and Shesha. So Mahashankarshan is the original. These 5 plenary portions are responsible for both the spiritual and material cosmic manifestations. The first 4 of these forms are responsible for the cosmic manifestation, whereas Shesha is responsible for personal service to the Lord. Shesha is called Ananta, or unlimited, because he assists the personality of Godhead in his unlimited expansions by performing an unlimited variety of services. Sri Balaram is the servitor Godhead who serves Lord Krishna in all affairs of existence and knowledge. Lord Nityananda Prabhu, who is the same servitor Godhead, Balaram, performs the same service to Lord Gauranga by his constant association. Sarvarupe Asvadaye Krishna Sevananda Sei Balarama Gaura Shange Nityananda. In all the forms he tastes the transcendental bliss of serving Krishna. That same Balaram is Lord Nityananda, the companion of Lord Gaurasundar. Saptama Shlokera Artakari Chari Shloke Jate Nityananda Tattva Jane Sarvaloke. I have explained the 7th verse in 4 subsequent verses. By these verses, all the world can know the truth about Lord Nityananda. Mayatite, so the 7th verse, okay. Mayatite vyapi vaikunta loke purnaishvaryeshi chatur vyuha madhye rupam yasyod bhati shankar shanakyam tam shri Nityananda ramang prapadye. I surrender unto the lotus feet of Sri Nityananda Ram, who is known as Shankarshan, in the midst of the Chatur Vyuha, consisting of Vasudev, Shankarshan, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha. He possesses full opulences and resides in Vaikuntha Loka, far beyond the material creation. This is a verse from Sri Swarup Damodar Goswami's diary. It appears as the 8th of the first 14 verses of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Prakritira para para vyoma name dama Krishna vigraha jaiche vibhudyadi gunavan. Both beyond the material nature lies the realm known as Paravyom, the spiritual sky. Like Lord Krishna himself, it possesses all transcendental attributes, such as the 6 opulences. Beyond the material nature lies the realm known as Paravyom, or the spiritual sky. Again, okay, well, that's... Like Lord Krishna himself, it possesses all transcendental attributes, such as the 6 opulences. So this is a very nice purport. Anyone can go back and read this, and I'll read parts of it. The disease of the modern civilized man is his disbelief of everything in the revealed scriptures. Faithless non-believers cannot make progress in spiritual realization, for they cannot understand the spiritual potency. A small fruit of a banyan contains hundreds of seeds, in which each seed has the potency to produce another banyan tree with the potency, and each one of those has the potency to produce millions more of such fruits. This law of nature is visible before us, although how it works is beyond our understanding. But this is but an insignificant example of the potency of Godhead. There are many similar phenomena that no scientist can explain. And just on that note briefly, scientists tend to name things or to observe phenomenon, and then they're thinking that they understand it. But that is not the case. To observe something is not to understand it. To see one thing leads to another is not to really explain how that happens. By what potency is this combined with that becoming something else? That is not explained in science. one has to go beyond those phenomena. But how will one go beyond those phenomena? One has to have some humility to approach the cause of all causes. Revealed knowledge may in the beginning be unbelievable because of our paradoxical desire to verify everything within our tiny brains. But the speculative means of attaining knowledge is always imperfect. By perfect knowledge propounded in the revealed scriptures, the perfect knowledge propounded in the revealed scriptures is confirmed by the great acharyas who have left ample commentations upon them. None of these acharyas has disbelieved in the Shastras. One who disbelieves in the Shastras is an atheist, and we should not consult an atheist, however great he may be by some other conception. A staunch believer in the Shastras, with all their diversities, is the right person from whom to gather real knowledge. Such knowledge may seem inconceivable in the beginning, but when put forward by the proper authority, its meaning is revealed, and then one no longer has any doubts about it. So relevant inquiry is important. Sarvaga Ananda Vibhu Vaikuntadi Dham Krishna Krishna Avatare Ratahani Vishram. That Vaikuntha region is all-pervading, infinite, and supreme. It is the residence of Lord Krishna and his incarnations. Tahara Upara Bhagi Krishna Loka Khyati Dwaraka Mathura Gokula Trividha Tvestiti. In the highest regions of that spiritual sky is the spiritual planet called Krishna Loka. It has 3 divisions, Dwarka, Mathura, and Gokula. Sarvopadi Shri Gokula Brajaloka Dham Shri Goloka Sveta Dvipa Vrindavananam. Shri Gokula, the highest of all, is also called Braja, Goloka, Svetadvip, and Vrindavan. Sarvaga Ananta Vibhu Krishna Tanu Sama Uparyado Vyapyache Nahika Niyama. Like the transcendental body of Lord Krishna, Gokula is all-pervading, infinite, and supreme. It expands both above and below without any restriction. It is infinite. What's going to come to restrict the infinite? Something beyond infinite? Srila Jiva Goswami, the great authority and philosopher in the line of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, has discussed the abode of Krishna in his Krishna Sandarbha. In the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord refers to my abode. Srila Jiva Goswami, examining the nature of Krishna's abode, refers to the Skanda Purana, which states, Je Jata Bhuvivartante Purya Bhagavata Priya Tastata Santi Vaikunte Tatta Lilartam Adrita. The abodes of Godhead in the material world, such as Dwaraka, Mathura, and Gokula, are facsimiles representing the abodes of Godhead in the kingdom of God, Vaikuntha Dham. So one can go, take a plane, and go to an area of India called Dwarka, or just off the coast, or Mathura and Vrindavan. One can go there. But to actually go there, to actually enter into that plane, which is manifested like a facsimile from the divine plane, from the Paravyoma plane, from the Vaikuntha plane down into the awareness of the conditioned souls in this world. But it is also infinite. So to enter into that atmosphere, one must be very much in the mood of full-hearted, pure service. Then one can enter into such a wondrous, beautiful plane, which is controlled by the service energy. So it's being described here, the word that Srila Prabhupada is using is facsimile. Is that clear? That's pretty clear, huh?
Not really. Let's continue.
Huh?
Not really, but let's keep going.
The abodes of Godhead in the material world, they're not in the material world, but that have manifest to our awareness. The abodes of Godhead in the material world, such as Dwarka, Mathura, and Gokula, are facsimiles representing the abodes of Godhead in the kingdom of God, Vaikuntha Dham. They are the same exactly. They are that place manifested here. The unlimited spiritual atmosphere of that Vaikuntha Dham is far above and beyond the material cosmos. This is confirmed in the Swayambhuva Tantra in a discussion between Lord Shiva and Parvati regarding the effect of chanting the mantra of 14 syllables. There it is stated, Nanakalpa lata kirnam vaikuntam vyapakam smaret adasam yangunanam cha prakriti sarvakaranam. While chanting the mantra, one should always remember the spiritual world, which is very extensive and full of desire trees that can yield anything one desires. Below that Vaikuntha region is the potential material energy, which causes the material manifestations. The places of the pastimes of Lord Krishna, such as Dwarka, Mathura, and Vrindavan, eternally and independently exist in Krishna Loka. They are actually abodes of Krishna, and there is no doubt that they are situated above the cosmic material manifestation. The abode known as Vrindavan or Gokula is also known as Goloka. The Brahma Samhita states that Gokula is the highest region of the kingdom of God. It resembles a lotus flower with thousands of petals. The outer portion of that lotus-like planet is a square place known as Svetadvip. In the inner portion of Gokula, there is an elaborate arrangement for Krishna's residence with his eternal associates such as Nanda and Jashoda. That transcendental abode exists by the energy of Sri Baladev, who is the original whole of Shesha or Ananta. The Tantras also confirm this description by stating that the abode of Sri Anantadev, a plenary portion of Baladev, is called the Kingdom of God. Vrindavan Dham is the innermost abode within that quadrangular realm of Svetadvip, which lies outside the boundary of Gokula Vrindavan. According to Jiva Goswami, Vaikuntha is also called Brahmaloka. The Narada Pancharatra is a statement in the Narada Pancharatra, in a statement concerning the mystery of Bijay, describes Tat sarva parigo loke tat lokopari swayam vihare paramanandi govinda tulanayaka. The predominator of the gopis, Govinda, the principal deity of Gokula, always enjoys himself in a place called Goloka, in the topmost part of the spiritual skies. And many, many, many quotes from the various scriptures corroborating these things. And not that they need corroborating, but so much So, in all of these statements are stated in many, many places in the various books of the Veda. From the authoritative evidence cited by Jiva Goswami, we may conclude that Krishna Loka is the supreme planet in the spiritual sky, which is far beyond the material cosmos. We think of a planet like something we can see, you know, in the daytime or at night, but of course, this is beyond those things. For the enjoyment of transcendental variety, the pastimes of Krishna there have three divisions, and these pastimes are performed in the three abodes of Dwarka, Mathura, and Gokula. When Krishna descends to this universe, he enjoys the pastimes in places of the same name. These places on earth are non-different from those original abodes, for they are facsimiles of those original holy places in the transcendental world. They are as good as Sri Krishna himself and are equally worshipable. Lord Chaitanya declared that Lord Krishna, who presents himself as the son of the king of Braja, is worshipable, and that Vrindavan Dham is equally worshipable. So the abode of the Lord and the Lord are not, they are fully worshipable, equally, in one sense. But in the full sense, although Krishna's manifestation fully is, of course, in the heart of Srimati Radharani or next to Radharani. But all these things are fully worshipable by us. There's nothing non-divine or these are all expansions of the Lord himself. Okay. But the Lord himself's first expansion is Lord Balaram. Expansion means he's non-different from the Lord. But later it's described that he's like a mirror image of the Lord. And that mirror image is in the service mood. And Nityananda Prabhu or Lord Balaram are providing everything, the whole thing, the abode of Krishna, the expansions of the Lord in Vaikuntha, all the settings of the pastimes of the Lord, and even Sri Mridanga, the kartals, all the paraphernalia for the worship are all expansions of Lord Balaram, Nityananda Prabhu. That's why we give very much respect to all the things in the temple. We never will step over the kartals, or I don't even like to say that, or the drum. We are always super respectful of all of the paraphernalia in the temple. They are all the direct expansions of the Lord, of Lord Balaram, for the service of Krishna. Jai Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki Jai. Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj ki Jai. Srila Om Vishnu Padesi Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. Jai Shri Upadesamrita ki Jai. Jai Srila Rupa Goswami ki Jai. Sri Rupa Nuga Guru Varga ki Jai. We're reading page 343. These are the discourses given by Srila Bhagavan Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur in that little strip of land between Shyamakunda and Radhakunda in Vrindavan. Jai Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki Jai. Srila Guru Maharaj ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Srila Gurudev ki Jai. Jaina Janma Shatai Purvam Vasudeva Samarchita Tanmukhe Harinamani Sadatishtanti Bharata. O descendant of Bharat, the names of Hari always remain in the mouth of those who previously worshipped Vasudeva, for 100 births. We should chant the name of Hari 24 hours a day. Those who are qualified to engage in bhajan at all times always think everyone is engaged in Hari bhajan. Only I have not performed any Hari bhajan. I heard Srila Guru Maharaj yesterday in a talk. He was saying the great Vaishnavas, they never have any feeling of attainment, of a feeling of, in other words, cessation. He said it goes on eternally. There's never, only there's more hankering, more of a feeling of not. Because they're approaching the infinite. So where is going to be the end of that? This is real realization.
It's very inconceivable. Because it sounds like we will never be satisfied.
Wash your hands. Huh?
That we will never be satisfied.
The satisfaction in one sense is extreme, but the hankering is always there for giving more, always wanting to give more. So in that sense, there's no end of it. There's no like, okay, got it. Mm-hmm. Yep, I love the Lord. Now what are we going to do? There's no end of it at all. The impetus to act and to attain and to experience the mundane plane is in the mode of passion. And always looking for something new, something novel, a novelty, something that's going to distract me, something that's going to be diverting. And then above that is the feeling of peacefulness, which is in the mode of goodness. And those who want to take the path of Gyan, they will come to just peace. Nothing going on, just no more problems. The non-differentiated. But beyond that is an extreme plane of existence. It is the opposite of the mode of passion, which is always trying to attain, to experience, to get, to have another thing. It is a giving plane. It's extreme giving, and more and more and more intense in higher and higher purity. So it's very, very opposite. You can see that it's opposite, right? And very inconceivably sweet, with deep satisfaction, meaning, but it's not selfish, so it's a hard thing to conceive of. It is the feeling of being in one's home and wanting to always contribute more and more, to serve more and more, to be the least servant. There's no question of wanting to be the most. The hankering is to be the least. To give, to be the most insignificant giver. That's the hankering.
Seems like a very, very difficult thing to attain, impossible. And it's, I don't know.
It's impossible. What Mahaprabhu is giving, Guru Maharaj says, that's not possible. But he's giving it.
Is there any way to see that it's working? Because our lifetime in this human body is like nothing compared to to the life of Brahma, for example. So is it possible to see like a transformation, or should we just like blindly trust the agents of Mahaprabhu and just keep going even though there's no change?
That's a really good question. One time, because again, the mode of passion is always looking to attain, to get it to something, blah, blah, blah. So we have that feeling about attainment. But in spiritual life, the attainment is a negative feeling. I'm not getting it. And that is where the sweetness is. So one time some brahmacharis went to Srila Saraswati Thakur. You know this story? And Saraswati Thakur says, "You want to ask me something?" Because Guru Maharaj is telling this story out. He said, yes. Then, what is it? He said, "We've been serving in the temple for 10 years now, and we haven't made any advancement." And Gurudev, Srila Saraswati Thakur said, "Do you mean what you say? You mean this sincerely? You feel you've made no progress?" And they said, yes, we feel that. He said, "Very good, go on in this way." It's so difficult for us to conceive of attainment in that mode. But we have to push on, and you will from time to time definitely look back on your life. Or definitely think, oh, this time, some time ago, I was feeling like this, and now I'm feeling so much better, so much relief, so much more enthusiasm. But like in any journey, I'll tell you a story. When I remember this very, very distinctly. I was quite young, maybe 23 or something. And I was in the temple, living in the temple in Chicago, I guess. And I went through a little period of time, or some period of time, where I was feeling no enthusiasm. Okay, get up in the morning, go to Mangalarna, you know. And then one day, I felt, that whole time, there was a certain type of progress. There was progress, meaning something was being worked on in me. But I couldn't see that. But I felt like I'd come out of a dark forest, or like a desert. And I thought, to the Lord, I was thinking, you were with me that whole time. And you're with everyone all the time. It's just a matter of, if coming through the circumstances that are in front of us is important. It's part of our journey. It may not feel exciting in the sense of the way we're used to feeling excited, but it is important. It will bring you to a much more mature condition of your spiritual life. It will. So sometimes, though, like if in any journey, my mind always goes to the journeys that come in storybooks. And sometimes the hero is going through a jungle, or a forest. Sometimes he has to cross a snowy mountain. Sometimes he has to cross through enemies or go through a desert. These are all different experiences. But they are part of this story. And because he's a hero, he keeps going. So, just when you wake up in the morning, look out the window. And where are all these people going? Nowhere. And they don't like it either. They're going to work. They're going to the same job with the same boss, just for a little money so that they can have a little relief on the weekend. That's basically what everyone's life is. And we have some purification to go through in this upward journey. And we will tolerate that. Bowing down to the Lord, saying, yes, this also is good for me. Be mature. The mode of passion is full of nonsense. It's immature. Oh man, I didn't want that. Oh yeah, I gotta get this. Yeah. Oh my God, what is that? It's all foolishness, childish. We have to become very staunch and go through everything. But it's not forever. That's another thing about the mode of passion. Time seems very long. Oh, I can't wait to get this and this is good, and then I want to attain this right now, and I need it all, and that's the mode of passion. So the mode of passion is kicking us in the, where. So, that's my fault. I'm suffering from that now because I've had, I've embraced the mode of passion and now I'm suffering. Good. So if you don't do any physical activities for a couple months and you go over on the basketball court, what's going to happen? You're going to feel bad. It's going to hurt. You're going to come home and feel pain. That's your own fault. So go through things. Be a hero. Go through it. It's good. It's necessary. Everything is necessary. Bow down. Find the Lord in that. That's the essence. He's not going to come in these modes of nature. I mean, he is coming through that. But to find him, that's what that's all for. To find him. Otherwise, what is progress? Not to find the Lord in our various circumstances? That's going to be an imitation of progress. Just getting excited about something. I always think about when people are first married, or at least in the old days, because now they're married long before they're married, but when people get married, and then there was the honeymoon stage, where everything's perfect and you're so in love, and then comes life. The hard part. And in a religious marriage, those parts are part of the religious duty. That so many things will happen and you just continue your duty as your dharma in the ashram of being a grihasta. So, there are times when we are feeling the honeymoon stage. when we're early on and we're feeling so much enthusiasm. But then the hard work comes. But that is our duty. We're not here just to feel excited. But I understand what you're asking about is progress. But that progress, we don't know what form that's going to come in. Do you follow what I mean? You are making progress right now. We're making progress in all the things that we pass through. If we're in the mood of surrender, we'll find the Lord in every circumstance. And every circumstance is necessary. It is necessary for me. I must experience this circumstance. So everything that comes in front of us, my Lord, you have brought this in front of me. I bow down to you. What shall I do? What should I do? Hare Krishna. So what is progress? We don't know. We have something in our mind that will feel like progress. Okay, so say you're going through a jungle trek and you've never been in a jungle in your life. But you got something in your head that's it's going to be like that. And then you say, well, how come we're not making any progress? And the man's like, oh, you're making progress. You don't know what's ahead. They say, oh, come on, I want to see some tigers, It's like, but you just calm down. You've never been through this before. You don't know. You're making progress. And from time to time, you will see that. But it won't be what we think it's going to be. It's negative. The progress is negative. It's in more surrender, more dependence, more devotion. So what we've conceived of as progress is going to be mixed with our previous experiences in this world. And what did they really end up giving? Nothing. Like holding water in your hands, just gone. So this is substantial, and we're in for the long haul. Every circumstance will be an amazing gem of progress if we're in the right, if we're practicing properly. Is that helping at all?
Yeah, it's a good motivation.
Stick with it. Srila Prabhupada said, whatever happens, you stay in the boat. The boat is moving. Just stay in the boat and you will make progress. But it is deep progress. It's a different type.
It's unknown. I don't know.
It's unknown.
I don't know.
We are going to the unknown. What is not known. But with each step, we will recognize it. With each step, we feel, oh yes. Just like sometimes when you're hearing scripture, you never heard it before and you're like, oh yeah, yep, that's right. It's recognition. The soul can recognize its home. And connect with the Lord, connect with Gurudev, connect with Mahaprabhu. He's not a statue. He's come here, but in a form that we can see with our eyes and our senses. And talk to him. Give me your mercy, my Lord. Don't let me get distracted by the things I've already eaten 1,000,000 times, chewing what's already been chewed.
I don't know if I can talk to that like that to the Lord because I haven't realized it. If I talk like that to the Lord, I will be hypocrite because I don't know if that's true or not. I don't remember.
Okay. Well, action in knowledge increases one's advancement in knowledge. You could tell him that too. My Lord, I'm just such an idiot. I don't even know if you're there.
Yeah, that sounds better.
You see, I'm a hypocrite, my Lord. I'm just a fool. Look at me.
Yeah.
All the evidence, and still my mind is just flatline. You be very honest. There's no reason to be hypocritical.
Jaya.
Jai. Hare Krishna. Maya has many, many little, you know the expression tricks up your sleeve?
No, tricks up your sleeve.
Tricks
Tricks.
up her sleeve. You know, like some people will keep a card that if they're playing poker, they keep a card in their sleeve and they can stick the one that they don't want from their deck, they can stick it in their sleeve and take out the one they want and hope that nobody else has it also. But we can, she knows how to help us. She knows how to, in one sense it's a test, and in others, it is a test, but it's not that she wants you to fail. She's a mother. She's a mother. So, one of them is, oh, you're not sincere. You have no faith. And that's the mode of ignorance. You just go and lie down, go and give up. You recognize that. So, oh no.
Yeah. The mode of passion is right now. Like those things, good things.
That's better. At least you can stay active.
Yeah,
But when the results of that activity are not coming, those in the mode of passion will become morose. And that's when the mode of ignorance can slither up.
Yeah, that's how it feels.
Yeah.
It's like why the mode of maintenance.
The mode of maintenance is so boring.
Yeah.
But who's doing that job?
Vishnu.
Yeah. So how boring is it really? It takes a different quality of heart. But we will chant the holy name and bow down and tolerate, and that different quality of heart will come. Those in the mode of goodness are, what does Krishna say in the Gita? What is the quality that they're of that? It is peacefulness, satisfaction, cleanliness, truthfulness. Mode of passion, there's no satisfaction. These are material things, but in the service of the Lord, the mode of goodness is very helpful. Meaning, it's going to go directly to the transcendental mode of goodness because of surrender. But still, some patience is another quality. Mode of passion doesn't have any patience.
Yeah. Sounds like it's a balance between those modes of nature.
Of course, everything is harmonized in surrender. Those modes belong to the Lord, and they're for the Lord. Then they become transcendental. Material means it's for me, even in the mode of goodness. The same thing in harmony in the Lord's service becomes transcendental. I mean, is Arjuna is Arjuna in the mode of passion? He's a Kshatriya. He's out there lopping heads off. It's all transcendental. It's all in the service of Krishna. It's all joyful. Completely joyful. It's not like, oh no, he's not doing that. It's all for the Lord. And he's a Kshatriya. He's a Maharati. There's no Maharatis on earth anymore that I know of. A Maharati can fight with 10,000 soldiers at a time. They're mystical. Everywhere they looked on the battlefield, there was Arjuna. So powerful of a Kshatriya. And mantras. He had mantras. That he could throw weapons by sound. This is that person. So when he's in the beginning of the battle, and he's like, I don't want to fight this battle. Krishna's like, what? What are you doing? You don't give up something. You do it for me. That's where the harmony is. Not running away somewhere else. Where's the harmony there? Where's reality there? It's all for me. Let's do it for me. Then automatically everything is harmonized. Many wonderful things. And it's not like, oh, if I were doing something else, I would be happy. No. Those are lessons are coming to everyone, but they have no shelter. They take shelter in the mode, a different mode of nature. And it leads to anger, or it leads to intoxication, because it can't stand my life. Like Srila Guru Maharaj was talking about Goering. He was commander-in-chief of Hitler's army, General Goering. And he was constantly intoxicated. He was a big guy. He was the leader of hundreds, maybe millions of men. Going forward, like planning the strategy. And he couldn't stand his life without intoxication. He was so addicted to intoxication when they put him in jail. And he went through hell because that was not being provided for him. And that's another point that Guru Maharaj is making, that intoxication, but by the time, after some time, the intoxication was gone. So he's saying intoxication easily can leave the body, but women love, illicit connection between men and women, that's difficult, much more difficult. Life after life after life after life after life after life, that problem is there. But that also can be eradicated, but only one way, and that's through devotional life. Because even in the heavenly planets, that's also there. And even if one goes beyond that in celibacy, in mystic yoga, all these kinds of things, it will return.
Wow.
So all these things, there's so many things, but the point I was making was that the mode of passion, a general in an army is a very passionate person, but he couldn't stand his life without being intoxicated. He couldn't stand it. Mm-hmm. So Lord Brahma, when Krishna stole when he stole the boys and calves, and then Krishna, and then when he went back a moment later, which was the whole year on this planet, he saw that they're all there with Krishna exactly as they were. And then so many prayers came out of that, including Tattenu Kampam Shushimikshima. That's all come from that incident. And those prayers of Lord Brahma are very beautiful. And he was saying, some may say that they know you, and let them say it, but I will not say that. I cannot conceive of you. What I think I know and what I can do, but that's not me. That is being empowered by you. I'm like a firefly trying to show something about the sun. So, Lord Brahma is also not in the thinking, oh yeah, I'm having such a great time. And he's looking at the end of his life. It's coming up. So we must go beyond all this stuff and not take shelter in any of it. It is unreliable. Anyway, going on as we can. Taking what is necessary for us in our specific position, what is wholesome and necessary, and tolerating what is not possible. It is very important for us, and that must be gone through. If we want to open our inner eye, we must go through what is necessary for that. And that's already being arranged. We don't even have to arrange it. It's already coming automatically. That's how generous the environment is. Jai Shri Upadesamrita ki Jai. Jai Shri Rupa Goswami ki Jai. Jai Shri Guru Gauranga Jai. Lila ki Jai. Hari Bol, yes please. Hari Bol, Hari. Jai Sapadikashi Shri Guru Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai Shri Raj Govardhan Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnu Pada Paramahamsa Hari Prajakacharya Astatar Siddha Shri Shriman Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnu Pada Paramahamsa Hari Prajakacharya Astatar Siddha Shri Shriman Srila Bhakti Rakat Sri Dardev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Shri Rupa Nuga Guru Varga Ki Jai Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Acharya Vrinda Ki Jai Sannyasi Vrinda Ki Jai Sad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai Saparshad Shriman Mahaprabhu Ki Jai Saparshad Shri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shyama Kund Radha Kund Giri Govardhan Ki Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai Tadi Sakama Ki Jai Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mission Ki Jai Kol Kartal Ki Jai Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai Srimati Tulsi Devi Ki Jai Samaveda Vaishnava Mandala Ki Jai Samaveda Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai Nittai Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Bol. And I wanted to add, of course, that devotees who are going to work every day, they're also practicing in the same exact way as those who are going or are staying in the temple. Whatever our duty is, we're doing it in a mood of surrender. That is where the joy is. The mode of passion will lead to anger, frustration, illness. In the mode of goodness, it's peaceful, but it's not safety. It is not the real shelter of the soul. This real shelter of the soul is always in surrender to the Lord. And we can do that from anywhere. Sthani stita shruchikatam tanuvan manobi. Jai Dandavat.
Dandavat.